Medical records and Social Security disability benefits. Common question I receive is, should I bring my medical records into Social Security? Or another one is, should I mark them up and make it easier for them to understand what's going on with me? So I'm going to go through that in this video. This is Brian Tarian here from the Disability Digest, sharing my almost 2 decades of experience in helping people that are sick or injured go through the transition into Social Security disability benefits and Medicare. So this is from my experience. First of all, I want you to understand that if you're trying to get your benefits the first time, or if you're going through a continuing disability review, this message applies to both of those, that it's Social Security's responsibility to request the medical records, which goes like this. If you have 5 doctors that you submit in your initial application or in your continuing disability review, and they're requesting medical records, they're going to request those from those doctors. In my opinion and experience, it is best to just leave that process alone. If you bring in additional medical records that you think are additional or different or special or whatever, and you add them to the record and they're duplicates, that can confuse them. And extra work and confusion, it doesn't work with Social Security. So let them do the process. What you can do is to make sure, and what you should actually be doing, is making sure that all of the medical records are in the file. Now, you would need to do this on your own if you're representing yourself, or if you have a disability representative. This is one of the benefits that they can bring to the table, because they can actually see into your account for an initial application and see the medical records as they arrive. So then the second piece of this is, and this was just a question that was asked recently, should I mark them up? Should I highlight them? Should I put stickies on them? Should I make it easier for them to understand? The intent of that, spot on. The process of doing it, no. I'm not in favor of it, and here's why. Because the stickies might fall off, and it may not be as easy for them to understand the highlights that you have put there. The best process is the process that Social Security is familiar with, which is a brief, a legal brief that goes through your medical records and points out why you can't work, a brief description, and where that is exemplified in your medical records by exhibits. So what I mean by exhibits is, if you have the 5 doctors that you're seeing, and those are put in to your case, then exhibit 1 could be Dr. 1, exhibit 2 could be Dr. 2. So those types of examples. So if you reference the exhibit and where it is and they can find it, then a Social Security examiner can go through and say, oh, all right, I understand this, and that's communicated on this page, on this page. That's the process. Now, if you're representing yourself, you can still write a brief. We have gone through and taught you how to do it using wonderful tools like ChatGPT for free. So I'll put a link around this to a replay of that where you can go in and follow our template and do it. Is that the best way to do it? In my opinion, no, because you're not experienced in doing it. The best way to do it is to have a representative do it. So you have to make the decision, right? Do you want to do it on your own, or do you want to have somebody that does this for a living and do it in a different fashion? That's up to you. That's our process here at the Disability Digest. But I want to recap here. Encourage you not to duplicate the efforts of Social Security, because that will confuse them. And yes, to communicate in a fashion that they recognize by using a brief case summary or a case brief to Social Security. So those are the 2 things that will help you out. I hope you find this helpful. Hey, for more resources, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell. If your bell is on, you'll get notifications for our live events that are on Wednesdays. In addition to that, we offer a membership here at the Disability Digest that's no cost. You can come join us, get into a course, our disability approval course if you're trying to get approved. If you're already approved and you're going through a continuing disability review or want to know what it's like to protect yourself against one, we have a course for that. So there's 6 main courses here at the Disability Digest that are all accessible at your no-cost membership that will teach you, I'm in hopes of pretty much everything that you need to know to get your benefits approved, keep them, and maximize them. Hope to see you at one of our live events. Make it a great day.